Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the live streaming and trading session here with me, Russell, and to my left or right, depends which way it's broadcasting, is Sinu. Sinu, say hello. Hello.
Say thank you so much, Russell. Welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you guys are, signing up. Today's live, we are gonna take you through some of the trades which we have planned for the week, which we have posted in our Telegram communities and WhatsApp communities. Although we have posted all the weekly biases, we will deep dive into how we can prepare ourselves with respect to the coming FOMC and the Powell speech and some of the unemployment claims, upcoming data releases. This is completely a pure educational purpose analysis. Make sure that you do your own analysis before taking any trades, but at the same time, this might be much more helpful, and consider this as a trading compass. You can navigate the analysis with respect to your confluences and make sure that you do comment down your valuable feedbacks and suggestions so that we can take it further. If we get any good opportunity to enter live at the moment, we will also make sure that we are going to place those trades live and see by end of the next week. Those are all positional trades, so I'll keep you posted with respect to those trades updates in the community. So click on the link in description, join the communities if you're not there, and make sure that you follow our updates on a regular basis to keep you ahead of the markets with news events, technicals, fundamentals, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so I'll be managing the comments and so-called hosting the show. Yeah, Sinu, how has your week been this week?
So this week I had a roller coaster ride. Basically, I had the plays within the technical parameters played out very well in Bitcoin, well in Nasdaq, GBP USD, USD JPY, and DXY as well. So I'm preparing my whole agenda where the dollar strengthens.
Okay.
Assuming the fact that the rate cut remains unchanged.
Yeah, so we had the CPI for Canada yesterday, correct?
Yep.
So how did that go for you? What was you looking for, and did you take any positions?
So AUD CAD, I don't usually trade. I focus on 9 instruments, which includes USD JPY and cable GBP USD.
Yeah.
And then USD GBP INR with respect to Forex.
Okay.
With respect to indices, I focus on German 40, the DAX, and FTSE, and then Nasdaq. With respect to commodities, I focus on gold and crypto, obviously Bitcoin. So what I do, I prepare myself for the week with all these 9 instruments, and whichever moves in my direction, I focus on that particular asset for the particular week.
Yeah, and so there was also the buildings. I know it was not a red letter.
Yeah.
Data release.
Yeah.
But the buildings data come out yesterday. So what did you think about that? Have you got any words of wisdom for for our fellow traders out there and anyone who's looking to getting into trading?
Okay, those who are looking into this particular live have to be given a fact that I'm not a fundamental guy.
Okay.
I completely look for the technicals and the charts.
So purely a technical
trader.
So when these events are coming out, you would basically close all your positions and just
if I get a good A+ setups with respect to technicals, I keep that in view, but I don't want to fight against the market with respect to fundamentals, of course.
No, that's good advice there, people. If you don't understand fundamentals, like these boys behind you, say hello, boys. Give us a wave.
Hello.
These are our fundamental students that we are training. Yeah, I would leave them well alone. But I would also encourage you guys to not be scared of fundamental trading, to also learn a bit about it, because there are good moves to be made, and we encourage people to be all-round traders. So you're probably learning fundamentals as well whilst you're with us, right?
Yeah.
Because we are starting to concentrate a lot on fundamentals, because there is good money to be made in fundamentals. And if you can mix both of them, then you'll be a great all-round trader.
Yeah. So if you look at the news data which we are releasing for the week, let me share with respect to.
Okay, hang on. I need to put your screen up, Sinu.
Yeah.
Give me a second. There we go, guys. Hopefully
The
you
whole
can see
week,
it.
if you just filter it out for the major events which, releasing this week. So these are all the 4 events which I'll be keenly looking for, which is the unemployment claims, obviously the FOMC minutes today, but at the same time, even though a little bit of understanding where I know about the rate cuts which haven't happened for the whole year, which is still stagnant with respect to 4.2, 4.25.
And this is tomorrow, is it, or today?
Today at 7 p.m. we have this.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be leaving the office tonight?
I'll be trading, and at the same time we will also try to place the orders for the FOMC right away if possible, and looking at the technicals events, because if the rate is unchanged,
yeah,
which is not going to be great for major assets, but Trump is pushing Powell's to change,
Trump has definitely been pushing Powell. I mean, there's been some awkward meetings between them. Do you remember that
Exactly.
awkward meeting that they had? So, in what was it, on like the building site, where he got that little bit of paper out and Powell was like almost scowling.
So basically what I had a discussion between one of our fellow trader today morning. Yeah. So being understanding about the fundamentals basically. So with respect to Trump navigating his cues from Putin as well as Zelensky with respect to being the so-called the peacemaker of the world, and negotiating that on the other side, where the gold is being a safe haven for a lot of investors from the Trump's election point of view.
Yeah.
After the dump which has happened from November, we have seen a massive rally with respect to gold from all the way. We will review those with respect to technicals as well. But from 2000, if I remember correctly, 2484 levels, we had a good surge towards 3334, 33 where we are right now. So a similar pattern which I have observed with respect to the earlier move which has happened, which is a symmetrical triangle, is also visible at gold in the current scenario.
Okay, that's good.
So what we are going to see, if we can capitalize these moves, which is going to affect the market with respect to FOMC minutes, with respect to the manufacturing PMI, flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, even the unemployment claims, it will be much more interesting week for many of the people. But at the same time, we will see if we can take some good trades. So this is the technical aspect which I was sharing. So is it visible for you as well?
Yeah, I can peer over, and I suppose I can see.
Yeah, you can see it over there
on the
right?
screen there. Yeah.
So let's say with respect to gold, I would like to take you back all the way to the scenario which we have discussed. This is the symmetrical pattern. Let me just take my old charts and explain to you the logic about it. So if we go back in time, and we'll be able to see that this particular move which has happened, yeah, this is the scenario which I'm talking about, where the Trump election, when the Trump won and the massive sell-off happened, and then followed by a great consolidation within a similar bullish pennant pattern, or you can call it as a symmetrical triangle.
Yep.
And after the true breakout which has happened, it have moved a massive rally.
How long was that? What was the time scale?
So
of that,
if you just look at this particular time zone from here to here, the overall move which has happened from this point to this point, which is almost around 121 days.
So 121 days, so it's quite a long
quarter, basically.
Quite a long uptrend there.
Yeah, quite long uptrend, where people have started booking profits on March 31st.
I think people were probably booking holidays and ordering Ferraris.
Maybe you can put
down.
You can put it in a different scenario where the financial quarter ends at March 31st.
Yeah.
And then people have booked all their profits in the last financial year, and then they have started rebuilding the positions for this financial year. You can take it in that sense as well.
Yeah, I think look, this is a bit of a problem when it comes to trading. Is a lot of people jump on the gold rush.
Yeah.
right? And when gold is good, it's great. But be warned, people, like, the way I see it, and correct me if I'm wrong, if Trump starts to sort out all of these wars,
Yeah.
gold is not going to be
Okay.
that massive bull run anymore, is it?
There are two scenarios, because if you look from some of the community members, a great analyst who have posted a great research on gold, he is being saying that with respect to the Asian economies, includes China, India, Russia, and some of the European countries as well, backing gold rather than US dollars.
Right, yeah.
And if that plays out, we could see a massive, so this is what I'm looking for further move. So with respect to technicals, this little range which we have inside, uh, out of the box, with respect to this symmetrical triangle, which
Yeah.
is similar on the last move which has happened, we have both opportunities where it can push all the way up from a, let's say, if gold is able to sustain 3384, in my opinion, this could rally all the way up to all new time high, 102 245 points move, dollar move, and gold can occur. But if the market is not able to sustain this area, then the same range where we had a huge rally, right? Within this huge rally, we haven't seen a massive correction, and we haven't seen, if you just look around with respect to liquidities and imbalances, I'll just take you a little bit story with a
No,
lesson.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I love all
So
this.
if you just, what I look for the markets when I keep a the long term biases, I look for 20 days trading charts.
Okay.
So in my opinion, I believe that market moves in cycles, and that moves with respect to 20 days, 40 days, and the 60-day cycles.
Yeah.
So within 20-day cycle, if you look at the candles, you can see a massive rally which has happened after the cool off period. This could act, take it very simple, this could act as a bullish continuation. This could act as a reversal point.
So
where we are-
just for you guys on TikTok and other vertical streams, which I can't mention because I think TikTok doesn't allow you to mention other platforms.
Oh, okay.
So for all you vertical stream guys, here at the moment is looking at the 20-day charts.
Yeah, 20-day charts basically. So you can see a clear validation with respect to 20-day charts. Okay, this is the chart which I'm looking forward. So if you look at the high of the March 31st, that have been swept, the liquidity being swept, and it is closing below that level,
Okay.
which simply means that if you just take out all the time frames and the assets, liquidities and imbalances are the two concepts which I firmly believe and I follow on. So
Yep.
if the market has taken the liquidity, then it is traveling towards its imbalance, which means on the spike we have an imbalance over here which is around 2700 levels with respect to 20-day period.
And how would you what would indicate to you that there's an imbalance there, just so people can understand?
Okay, so if you just see the particular candles, and if you see if the candles are not tabbed each other, and you find a balance between the bulls and the bears. So here you can see there is a imbalance with respect to, let's say, yeah, this particular candle and this particular candle. You can talk that as just buy side imbalance, where buyers have aggressively pushed the market upside, where the sellers were not able to manage this. This is the only imbalance which we can see all the way from here.
Okay, cool. That's very well explained. Thank you.
Yeah. So with respect to this, if market is able to maintain the bearish bias which is forming right now on the lower time frames, if you go back in time and check for the 4 hours, you will be able to see clearly there is a sell side, sellers are pushing the market with respect to last NFP. If you remember, when we went for the trip and we were discussing that, right? This push has happened.
That was a big. Also, the same day that the tariff deadline And what we decided to do is we all decided to go to Brighton and have one, or should we say one or two drinks? Is it okay to say one or two?
It's just one or two.
Just one or two drinks until 4 in the morning. Yeah. It was a very slow sipping of drinks that night. Yes.
Yeah.
We do not encourage.
If you just remember at 1:30 where we had the NFP news, buyers have pushed massively with respect to price, and we can even see on the order flow. If you just closely go back and see with respect to the order flow charts, you are able to analyze the strength where buyers have pushed. This is the push which has happened on the NFP. Okay, you can clearly see that there is a buy side imbalance where the market have been already tapped. So if you go back to the video which I've posted on Sunday for reviewing your trades for the whole week, with respect to gold, what it is playing right now, let's
So where could they find that video? I know that we've got like a free Telegram group now. So
yeah,
it'll probably be posted on there.
Yeah.
So we do have a free Telegram group, people. So feel free to check our socials out, and all the links will be in there for the free Telegram group. Like I said, and the title said, it's free, so nothing to lose. And you'll get like daily markups. And a lot of great advice there, so on different subjects as well. So sorry, carry on. Just a bit of a plug there.
Everything what you guys watch it on the free Telegram community or any communities within Educate to Trade, please make sure that this is for the educational purposes, not any financial advices to enter the markets or click on the buy or sell buttons.
That's okay? Correct, people.
All right. So if you look for the particular asset with respect to the lower time frame, I was expecting the markets to play out a good push in the opening, which is on the Monday, which has happened, but unfortunately I was waiting for the 64 targets to met, but sellers dominated the market and dumped all the way down. While they dumped, you can clearly see that on a 4 hours there is a sell side imbalance, the same concept which we are discussing on. Okay, even that sell side imbalance got rejected, and you can see a trend line which is forming. So right now I have posted a counter trend in the community which is entering long from this particular area. The reason for that particular trade was, you can see Russell, if you just closely watch these three candles, this is what we are talking about, right? The imbalance and the liquidity. So these three candles, what can you see on this? Who is dominating the market at this present moment?
The sellers.
Sellers are dominating the market. Okay. Now, okay, this is how you can see at this moment, right?
Yes.
Now the sellers are trying to dominate the market. Okay. Now, what can you see here? The buyers have dominated the market here at this point.
Yeah. There was a massive move which has left a gap there.
So now, if you see on a 4 hour, okay, let me take you through the 1 hour time frame. The massive sell-off which has happened yesterday, right? Within that level, you couldn't find any sort of imbalance where the buyers and sellers both had real fight, and the price is already balanced there.
Sellers definitely look in control.
Yeah, but here you can see a slight imbalance with respect to sellers, right? Where the sellers, more sellers,
it's been pushed up.
Yes, exactly. So what I'm looking for, this is a balanced price range. Until this point, you can see this is a sell side imbalance.
Yeah.
Right. But after, if you just replay this particular structure, you can clearly see that after taking out this liquidity, which is previously owned by this whole buy side imbalance, now this area have pushed by the buyers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly.
And it has re-tapped into that level on the lower time frame. So when I'm talking about the 15 minutes time frame, this is a buy side. Earlier it was a sell side imbalance.
Yeah.
And then it moved as a buy side imbalance.
Yeah.
And then on a lower time frame, you can see a clear tap into the balanced price range and then pushed upside. So the higher probability for a trader to think from a structure perspective, when the market is trending upside, you look for opportunities where you can enter with respect to low risk,
Okay.
right? So this is the trade at the time of entering this trade. My stop loss was here below this liquidity area, and I tried to enter. And then, as soon as I got an opportunity where another set of buy side imbalance have formed, I've put that trade into a break even. And before we started this live, I've closed all the positions so that from here, whatever we are going to take, that is going to be planned for the FOMC.
Yeah.
At the same time, we can keep it with the open bias for all the assets what we are watching. Right? So at this moment, we are done with this trade. Now we are coming back and reanalyzing this, and you can see a clear buy side imbalance.
Oh, we've had some gifts on TikTok. Thank you, Finesse King. Sent us 20 roses. Wow. I mean, we appreciate that, and we appreciate that you are watching as well. So thank you very much. Carry on, Sinu. Sorry.
Alright, no problem. That's completely fine. So what I'll be watching at the moment with respect to gold. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you just hover around the 4-hour time frame, this is the zone which I'll be watching. Keeping inside a larger zone, you have a no trading zone. This is the no trading zone which have created trap both buyers and sellers. Inside that, you got a clear direction, another no trading zone within where the sellers have dominated here. Now the buyers are pushing from here. This is an area for people to have a real fight, and this particular zone we can call it no trading. I'll be looking for opportunities.
Thanks for the follow. Not quite sure I can pronounce your name, but thank you for the follow.
Let me put it in a different color so that it's much more easy. Which color do you like?
Let's go for purple.
You want a purple?
Like my sofa at home.
Okay, alright. So this area, if the buyers are able to sustain above this particular area, I'll be looking for long opportunities where the market is trending backwards to this imbalance for the next 4-hour candles to open.
Yeah.
That will be for the New York. Before our live session ends, even at 1:30, if we get an opportunity to enter here, then target towards this move. Usually what I have observed with respect to steep trend lines,
Yeah.
it's a fake move.
Okay.
That's what, it has happened in the previous. So if I get in a opportunity to enter the market with respect to lowest risk, which is either in tapping into this imbalance or into this imbalance, I'll be watching within this range, and whoever is sustaining this level, I'll be entering to opportunities for long and keeping this bias intact, which means on a simple note, if the market is able to sustain above 44 and rejects within 64,
Yeah.
then the sellers are dominating.
Okay.
If the market is going back to this level, which is 3309,
Right.
and then push all the way upside, then the buyers are dominating.
Okay.
You can have both manipulative way, because if you closely watch the order flow,
Yeah.
whatever we said here, which is pure assumptions, right?
Yeah.
But here what we are going to match that assumptions with respect to real order flow.
Okay, so let me just sorry to interrupt there, but viewers that might not use order flow, right, or might not know order flow, maybe we could just give them a 30-second breakdown of what order flow is, just so they can follow along with what we're saying.
Okay, so basically with respect to our head trader Chris uses the order flow.
Yeah, a lot of most institutional traders, and
that's how I've started learning the order flow. Whatever the imbalance and the liquidity sweeps, buyers trap, sellers trap, institutional moving the markets for the stop runs, those things we can clearly watch in the order flow.
Yeah. So what order flow is, people, is so normally when you look at candles, you can only see 4 bits of information.
Yeah.
Right. With order flow, it's like X-ray vision into the candle.
Yeah.
So what you will get at every price level, you will get the volume of buys and sells. Is that correct?
Exactly. So here we said, and we draw some rectangle saying that okay, this is sell side imbalance, right?
Yep.
This could be right or this could be wrong.
Yeah.
But we doesn't know the fact that whether the sellers are sitting here or not.
Yeah.
But if you just move around the chart and see here, yes, you can clearly see there is a sell side imbalance has happened.
Yeah, because you're looking at the buys and sells, correct?
Exactly.
So why don't we, because obviously the people on the vertical stream probably would have a hard time seeing this, so why don't we like really zoom in to just show them those numbers. I'm not sure how far we can zoom in, but this is what an order flow candle would look like, and I can see you've got some volume profiles going on. They are volume, right? They're not TPO, are they? Or volume?
No,
just
a volume profile. So if you just look
keep
at the
going,
candle,
keep going. We're going to zoom right into a candle now, people.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so let me just look at this to see if we can see.
So this is the particular area which we were discussing.
Yeah.
And this particular zone, okay, when actually yesterday we had a consolidation. If you take from a longer term picture, what has happened yesterday? See, people is usually not interested in discussing about the back data, what has happened, because anyone can tell what has happened, right? Exactly. But that gives context for analyzing market today. I'm just taking your 2 minutes of your time and explaining you the logic. So a massive consolidation happened this particular area, which is on Monday, and then market manipulated both buyers and sellers. Here you can see with respect to this. Okay, sorry.
Thanks for the follows, guys.
And then after the manipulation, it got distributed towards the downside after hitting this imbalance over here, right? So within the cell, we are looking for buy side. So market is pushing towards the upside now. Let's say it has tapped back into this level and pushing upside. Now you can clearly see there is an order block. On a technical terms, people try to understand the order block, they'll be able to see the order block here, but whether the order block is valid or not, you can clearly see with respect to orders. So how many sell orders were placed on that particular candle? If you just go back and check, the total number of orders placed on that particular orders was around 5.76k.
Why don't we just zoom in a little bit for the people on the vertical stream? This is across all platforms, people, so there are other orientations you can look at it in, so but we won't mention their names because we'll get penalized.
Don't worry. So the vertical streams, people usually able to understand it.
Yeah. So just for you guys on the vertical streams, that these are the order flow numbers. So this is the amount of buys and sells at certain price levels.
Yeah. So now you can see that even though sellers were dominating, it was purely a 562 delta, less than a 10% were actually selling.
Yeah.
The institutions were accumulating in this phase.
Yeah.
And you can see that within this range, so this is the zone where most of the people will be acting as an order block, which is the recent the buy order before the entire move has happened. So order flow is let's say the order block is basically a magnet which invites the price to tap into that level and make a decision from that point, where we have a trend line which is the 5th time which is acting at this particular area. I'll be keenly watching this particular zone, where if we have more than let's say altogether This is 25 orders each, 10 orders each, 25, 100. Okay, if we have more than 5k total volume
Yep.
here, so you can see that even though the volume is spiking, but you can see how many participants are there with respect to each particular candle, right? You can see there is only 3k volume, there is only 2.5k volume, there is only 2k volume.
Yep.
If the market is able to push with a higher volume,
Yep.
then ideally this rejection is going to turn around as a support and then push higher.
Are you also talking about this as absorption that you're talking about, or is it something different?
I don't know the exact word
Okay.
which you are referring.
Okay.
But what happens in absorption?
Okay, so absorption, as I understand it, is where you can see a lot of buyers pushing the price up, but the price is not going up, so it's obviously stopped.
Okay.
And the way I understand it is large institutions would have big orders at that price level, which you can't see because they will be iceberging those orders in, so they'll keep throwing more orders in.
Yeah.
Normally manually someone's actually doing it.
Yeah.
Then you can hypothesize that there is a large order, and once all that buying pressure gets eaten up, then you can hypothesize that there could be a move to the downside.
Okay, so basically if you put that in a simple term, when you have a long-term trend which is fading, and if you get an opportunity to enter with a low risk, that's a high probability trade.
Okay, fair enough.
So the long-term trend is bearish. Okay, if you just go back in time and say,
one second. Kenan Warrior 99. Yeah, so just to let you guys know, if you just DM us, we will get back to your messages, and yeah, you can come and join us here. You can even come and have a free day here at the trading floor. We'd love to accommodate that. So just let us know, give us a message, and we will get back in touch with you later on this afternoon. Okay?
all right,
Carry on. Sorry.
no problem. So when I say the longer time frame which is bullish, but the shorter time frame on the 4-hour time frame is bearish with respect to these little things. But if the market is able to sustain this level where we have a clear trend line rejection which has happened, where the sellers have dominated the market, then we have a good opportunity.
Yeah.
But how do you enter with respect to now? Okay, if you are looking at the market right now, if you have entered here, yes, this is a good opportunity to hold on to this position. Most people, what they do wrong, when they see this particular trade, they jump into that trade.
Yeah.
Right.
FOMO.
Yeah, fear of missing out with the larger opportunity. But what we have in front of us, let's say for example the next 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. you have a new 4-hour candle which is opening, right? So if you just do the candle anatomy, and if you draw a candle, okay, this is how, if you assume a candle is opening,
Yeah.
any candle to go bullish, usually what happens, it goes into the lower level, and then this particular area itself acts as a wick, and then it pushed all the way upside. So if we are able to get an opportunity inside this particular area,
Yeah.
then that's going to be a low risk entry.
Okay. Do you think that's well, you don't ever think, you just, so this is what one thing I've been learning is you don't try and second guess. You have plans, and then let the market tell you what it's going to do, and then you just act accordingly.
But what we have in front of us, we cannot predict where the market is going ahead. But what we can do, we can put our stop loss where we think if we are wrong, we are going to get out.
Always protect your account, people.
So that we have.
Yeah.
Right. So if you just look from this particular view, okay. So what I do usually, I keep the daily candles as well when I'm watching for the lower time frame. Imagine if you enter a trade long from here, it has all possibilities to come back to this level because the day it has already moved.
Yeah, I am
right?
listening. Sorry.
No problem, that's completely fine. So what I'm going to do, let's see at this particular zone if we get higher volume with respect to more than a 5k volume. If it is present, yes, I'm supporting this trend and going long against the market which is in the lower time frame. If the market is not giving an opportunity, that's completely fine. So let's go back and place some of the orders because this is the view. Okay, with this context, people who are watching, this is the whole analysis which I do for all the charts, other charts as well.
Yeah. You post them in our free Telegram group.
Telegram community as well.
You have a massive weighted kind of like contributions to there. So
Okay.
we really do appreciate those contributions, Sinu.
So this is the whole area with respect. Thank you so much for that, by the way. And see, end of the day, if someone is getting some value which I haven't got when I started trading, that's the real success which I believe.
Yeah.
So absolutely, it's completely for the learning.
Well, I mean that's essentially what we are here for.
Exactly.
We do courses, we teach people, we nurture people. We actually do like one-to-one mentorship. It's not just like throw someone a course and let them get on with it. Like we built like a community here, so you get one-to-one mentorship, but you can also actually come down to the trading floor.
Yep.
And like, you know, what you get from actually trading with real traders is stuff that you just can't learn on courses. Plus we have Enzo. I know we always go on about this. Who deals with psychology? Yeah. He's been helping you with your psychology as well a bit, hasn't he, Sinu?
Great.
Because everyone needs it. Every trader needs it. Yeah, because you need to understand risk and you need to understand about your strategy, you know, and you also kind of need to understand a little bit about yourself, so you don't fall into a trap of, you know, if you're having a bad day, you make stupid moves. You know, you need to get your emotions under control, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
see, any trader, they will have a winning streak, they'll have a losing streak, but how they are sticking to their plan and how they are able to come back with respect to their plan is what differentiates between the winners and losers.
Okay.
You have a question?
So Kindle, yeah. So if you just DM us, we'll discuss all of that with you, because it's a bit difficult to tell you how much we charge because we have lots of different options, and I don't want to really turn this into like a, you know, what's that shopping channel, QVC? Maybe we could turn into QVC. Maybe we could start selling stuff as well. Like I feel like we've got a lot of computer screens that we could probably sell. Sinu, do you fancy trying selling some of these computer screens?
Never.
Sorry, I'm only joking. Carry on, Sinu.
Okay, all right. So what we said, let's stop the things, and if the new 4-hour candle opens at 2 o'clock, what are the trades we are going to place? Okay, so now you can see that there is a massive push has happened, and we know there is a sell side orders are lying, and we have seen that 2k orders,
yeah,
3.5k, another 2.5k. the volume is increasing, by the way, but at the same time, let's say we are at a breakout level. So what has happened with respect to this break, this, and this is the 5th time. Okay, so when the channel is trying to break, okay, if you want to break something,
yeah,
what do you do? If you can't, you tap, right?
Yeah,
you tap multiple times,
okay,
and then finally it gets broken.
yeah.
So similar way, when the market wants to you know, break any high probability resistance or support, it does the same thing.
Yeah,
okay,
makes sense.
And if we are able to, you know, get a good breakout, So when you say a good breakout, it has to have a good volume in it. At the same time, it has to have a good buying volume in it, right? We haven't seen any sort of buying volume, which is, as you said earlier, this could be a slightly slicing orders where we are not able to see that, but you can clear
iceberg orders, yeah.
Yeah, iceberg orders, but at the same time a clear shift in the POC which has happened right at here.
That's point of control, right?
Yes, exactly. So if the market is able to sustain, so usually what happens when we have a, you know, there is two things with respect to break. Okay? If you trade breakouts,
one sec, Sinu. You carry on. Carry on, Sinu.
No problem. So what we are do. What is this one?
Just having some technical issue, guys.
What happened? Is everything all right?
I don't know. Screen died. There you go. I think the screen turned off that we're looking at, so probably some power saving setting. Probably sent down from management to save a little bit on their electricity bill. Do you think?
Yeah. Okay. So when we have an actual breakout, okay. So what market used to do? It gives the breakout with the higher volume and tap back into that same level again, and then supports that break.
Okay.
When we have a fake outs, it does the same thing, but from this zone, it tapped back into the previous levels. Okay. These are the simple differences. So why I said no trading zone at this area? Because we don't know whether this is going to be a fake out or a breakout. Okay. So we will wait what is happening with respect to gold in this particular area, which is 3338 and 3330, which is a $8 moves. If you guys can patiently wait and watch which side is gaining the strength, they can ride that trend. Okay. Yeah. So that is the plan for gold. With respect to BTC, okay. So I'll take it as quick as possible because you have another live session at 2:30.
Yeah. So just to let you guys know that we also have another live market open session at 2:15. Is it
2:15?
2:15. So if you guys are available, then please just join us on that as well. That will be Jerry, so that will be from
mostly on the fundamental facts. You can get it clearly from Jerry.
Fundamental, yeah. Okay, well, yeah. So that would just be Jerry alone. It's not really a question and answer thing like this. It's more of a just him breaking down movements and seeing what's happening as just after markets opens, right?
Okay, all right. No problem. So we left with one more question, right? Before we proceed further with the orders, because that's the least thing which we can do. Yeah. Place the orders and keep the stop losses. Yeah. Let the trade runs, right? Yeah. That's the least thing. But as we discussed earlier, are we going to ask any questions to the audience so that they can also answer? And at the same time, we are going to give the best answers as in a discount coupon for our E2T prop.
Okay, so as in. Okay, so let's think. What like a quiz, pop quiz?
Yeah, anything.
Pop quiz.
Anything.
All right, you carry on with that, and I'll think about what
Okay.
to ask him.
All right. So end of the session, we are going to ask a pop quiz.
Yeah.
Those who are going to answer the right answers will get a special discount code.
Okay, and what they can do is they can DM us with the answer, and then we'll send them the code, right?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. That's a great idea, Sinu.
Okay.
We'll get millions of messages now.
No, that's completely fine. See, because people who spend time and watching these live should be awarded with at least a discount code.
Okay, cool.
All right. So with respect to BTC, the same view. Let's go and place the orders on that particular account so that people can see. So before placing this order, uh, the whole analysis is basically, as I said, the dollar strengthens. We will come back to one by one analysis why uh, we are doing what we are doing. But at the same time, if you closely look for BTC on a daily time frame, this whole imbalance is what I'm targeting after a major chunk of liquidity sweep has happened on the upside, which is moved upside, but it didn't hit the target of 126k, but at the same time pushed all the way down, dumped this entire pump, and still we are just holding on to this order block. But what I've seen myself with respect to the charts, if you closely watch this particular candle, if it is rejecting from the zone, yes, still we are with the target of 110 504 6, right? So if we get a good opportunity to enter, so if you are completely new to this area, then what I'll be looking for, this is the short position where I have lowest risk. So if I place an order here, my risk is low and my reward is high. If I place an order here, yes, still my risk is low and reward is high. So I'll be trying to place orders at this area, which is 113 800 levels. If it is rejecting, I'll be adding my positions, keeping a $2,000 risk and a 3.3k reward for this particular view. But what I'll be doing, I'll be averaging it down when I get opportunity to enter at these levels as well.
Okay, just a couple of questions. Which market are you on? So I'm guessing he's asking what instrument. So this is Bitcoin, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Bitcoin. And what broker are you? You're using our own prop firm, right?
So
E2T prop, or
so we do have our own prop.
Yep.
Some accounts which we handle with respect to our own prop accounts.
Yep.
This is one of the prop.
Okay.
But at the same time, the next one which we have a Star Trader.
Yeah.
And Vantage.
So you're talking about the copy trading now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do. So we have like multiple traders that trade here and also have come through our courses as well. So they collectively go into a pool of traders. We also have algos in there as well, and we can give you the option to copy our pool of traders. So it's going quite well, right?
Yeah. See, because if you just say about the trader's journey,
Yep.
someone who doesn't know trading,
Yep.
they come to us, learn the craft,
Yep.
then they prove with respect to prop accounts,
Yep.
they prove their skill, they master the skill, and they prove their skill and do the evaluation phases.
Yep.
Then they'll be put under bigger accounts to manage the risk.
Yep.
But at the same time, when they are able to do, then they'll be put under live accounts where anyone in the world can copy their trades.
Yep.
And they get a certain percentages as well.
Okay.
So this is how the journey of a trader goes.
Couple more questions here. Sorry.
Yep.
What lot size are you using when you normally place a trade?
It depends on the account size. If you just ask me about the lot size, this is the template which I have, which is already put on the.
Is that also on the free Telegram group?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's been shared with the description. You will be able to see that this particular sheet available for you. You have to just copy the sheet which has the trader's constitution, risk management. You will get a trading journal as well where you can enter. It will automatically calculate how is your performance with respect to what is the average winners, losers, and win ratio, lose ratio. When you are winning, how much you are winning. When you are losing, how much you are losing. Everything you'll be able to get it automatically. So the ideal scenario is to put the orders when you have a 200k, you put a trade with $500 risk, which is 0.025%.
Okay.
Even if you lose 4 trades, you're going to lose 1% of the capital.
That's a healthy way to grow your account, and it's also a healthy way not to blow funded accounts.
Exactly.
Because we say this over and over again, and you'll probably hear us saying this 1,000 times. There is a chance, guys, that you can lose 10 trades in a row. So you have to think forwards. If you lose 10 trades in a row and you are risking more than 1%, yeah, your account will be blown. Simple as that. So, you know, you're just throwing money to the prop firms. So what time frame do you usually trade at? Is the next question.
So what I do my analysis, as I said, this is my time frames. So I do the bias and analysis on 20-day and then weekly to shift the biases and look for the trades, and I keep a checklist of, let's say, whether I'm trading trending moves or whether I'm trading the counter trending moves with respect to 4 hours. Then I keep my entries at 15 minutes, even I drill down to 1 minute to see if there is any massive structural shifts.
Okay, that's a good answer. And just in case that, I'm sure he meant time frame as in what time frame on there.
Yeah.
But if just say if he did mean what time of the day, what would you say the best times of the day to trade are?
So, okay, that's a tricky question because I don't know where do you live. Okay. Because if you are a trader who is in
London
Asia Pacific,
Open,
okay,
New York Open, and then overlap, right?
Yeah, exactly. So someone in the UK could do possibly a slight morning session, a practice rep between the 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. That tags them into the Asia trader.
Okay.
And whatever the moves has happened, that is going to be the climax of Asia session. Which usually you can freshen up with the scalpers and then start off with the London as a fresh start. At 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. you can focus on the London session. From 12:30 to usually at 3 you can focus on the New York session.
Yeah, no problem. Hey Lowell, thank you very much for the questions. It's much appreciated as well.
All right. So we were about to enter this order here, but that didn't happen. So
we are looking at positions. So just to let you guys know, this is actually live trading. It's just that sometimes, when you're trading, you don't force positions. So if positions don't come up, then they don't come up. We're not gonna force anything. We're just gonna take it as it comes. Oh, you've actually entered a position, have you?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, so just as I said that, we have actually entered a position here. So you can see on your screens with the white thing going around, that is the position screen. That is your MetaTrader position screen. So quite volatile at the moment, I can see. So hello Omar, goodbye Omar. They come, they go. Check out the other.
All right, these are all the some trades we did with BTC. As I said, this is the area.
Yeah.
Now the breakout has happened.
Okay.
Now we are keenly watching whether this is an actual breakout or a fake out.
Okay.
Right? If you just go back and check the volume, so it's kind of a slicing orders. You can clearly see every now and then, unlike last time, you have orders like it started from 1k orders, then another 1k, another 1.4k, another 2k, 2k, 3.5k. The breakout which has happened with respect to volume, and the buyers are adding. So usually what happens when the breakouts happens, it's not only the buyers are participating in the market, because if you have a short position here, right, and you have stop losses kept right above this, when they hit, the short skews happens.
Okay.
That's how a true breakout have always a massive moves, right? So yes, I think this is happening. So in the next 30 minutes, what we are watching is ideally a retest, and then push towards upside.
Okay.
The retest could be between this particular imbalance which has happened on the buy side imbalance. So if I change that template,
Okay, so just whilst you do that and get that ready, couple of questions here.
yep.
So where are we based? Yes, we're based in London. We are based in Bromley, so that's kind of near Croydon. What website are you using to see the orders on the candlesticks? As in,
It's
yeah,
the
the
same
order.
trading view.
So it's TradingView, but you have to pay for a premium account. There are other sort of trading platforms out there that will show you it. One's Exo Charts, and I'm sure there's a few more that I can't reel off. But yeah, TradingView is a pretty much industry standard charting platform where you can see those orders out on the order flow. So guys, just to remind you again, we do have a free Telegram group that you guys can join. You can find us across all our socials and find the link. It is free, so
Okay, did that limit order for the gold as well?
okay, so another order has been placed, but it's a limit order. So guys, if you don't know what a limit order is, it's an order that will sit there until price gets to that level, and then it will fill that
The
order.
retest is what I'm waiting. If we get a retest and then stop loss below the retest, we get a good actual breakout.
Yep, and
Alright.
that order is on gold. Well, people say gold. I think we should probably coin it correctly. It's gold versus USD.
USD,
correct?
yeah.
A lot of people just say, "Oh, I trade gold," but they don't actually trade gold. What they do is they trade the correlation between gold and the US dollar. So hence why, as we were saying before about fundamentals, it's always good to know about them, because if something affects the dollar, then it will affect most things
All right.
that is correlated to the dollar, especially gold.
On the Nasdaq, we have a good sell-off which has happened yesterday. This is the imbalance which is formed and which is closely around. Let me take you through the Nasdaq. 23,434. So that's my limit order, and my stop is going to be right above this order, which is 23,567, and my first target would be at 23,201, 11. We did that limit orders for Nasdaq as well. With respect to cable, okay, so there are two things when it comes to cable, which is GBP USD. If you look closely on the 20-day time frame, the whole trend line is the same chart. Yeah, okay, all right. We have a breakout, and then actually a turtle soup, which is taking out the liquidity which has happened and manipulated towards upside on a weekly time frame. While this has happened, it left a sell side imbalance and then re-tapped into that level and tried to target the lower side. Even it came back to this particular area. Now if you closely watch on 4 hours time frame, this is actually a low risk entry, because if you're wrong right above 1.35639, we can easily get out. So with respect to this, I'm placing my orders right away and then keeping the stop loss 1.35639.
Target CFO, so the bulk of one-time tariff costs are behind us.
Okay, did that as well. With respect to USD JPY,
So Sinu now is just placing orders, limit orders for his trades today, because he has pretty much outlined, if you've just joined us, outlined what he's looking for today. So the orders will be going in. A lot of them won't be filled right now. Actually, another two just were. So these orders will sit going on. Unfortunately, we won't be able to stay with you to see how they go, but we will probably check back with you guys. Well, I mean, we're doing this every week now, right?
Yep.
So you're here every
I'll be
Wednesday?
able to come back to them on the next week, what
Yep.
has happened with respect to these orders.
Okay, cool. So that's good. So you can tune in then again. Also join our free Telegram group, and feel free to message us. Oh yeah, so you were saying that we should set the viewers a challenge, a question.
Yep,
And if they get the question right, then we will send them a discount code.
exactly.
So we talked about it a lot today. I've decided what the question should be, and I'll keep it fairly easy, but feel free to elaborate as much as you want, because it will help you with your learning journey as well. We talked about order flow a lot today. So my question to you guys out there is, what is order flow? Nice and simple. So feel free to use ChatGPT and copy and paste the answers in. Yeah, what is order flow? And if you would like to elaborate for bonus points, how would order flow be used? Do you think that's a good question, Sinu?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's helping you guys understand what order flow is. I mean, I've already kind of explained it on this stream, so some of you who've been watching all the way through have already got the answer.
All right.
So this is order flow. Give you a little clue. We just want to know, what is order flow and what would it be used for?
All right. So that's it from my end, guys.
Okay, cool.
If you have any questions, any clarifications, please do feel free to reach out to us, and we have also mentioned all the links in the description so that you can join to the community and get connected with us. Thank you so much for watching this video live session.
Yeah, thank you very much from me, Russell, and from Sinu. Oh, Sinu, you know what? I forgot. I made you a little a graphic. So this is Sinu's graphic, people. I keep forgetting to play these. So here we go. Tell me what you think of it, right?
Okay.
I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
There's sound effects. You won't be able to hear the sound effects,
Okay,
right?
that's fine. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank
He,
you so
he,
much,
he likes the
Russell.
graphics. If anyone else likes the graphics, just let me know, and I'll be sure to get straight on making a lot more graphics. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, always use a stop loss, and happy trading, and DM us. We are here for you.
Wish you nothing less than success. I tell you.
Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Yep.